Hello, welcome back to RimWorld. We are continuing our playthrough as the Elves. Well, one elf anyway. The rest of them died or got kidnapped. So, let's see what happens. Maybe we get lucky and somehow manage to recover from the terrible, terrible situation we're currently in. We have walls back up, which is kind of a nice change from what it was. Hopefully we can do a little hauling of herbal medicine. Looks like wood production is back on the menu. We are getting that up and running. We have a decent amount of rice out in the open, although it is going to spoil if we let it sit there too long. So hopefully we can get some cooking up and running. So who has any cooking skills? Looks like she has some. So we got a lot to do, and we don't have a lot, like nobody has any main, like significant construction skill, which is probably going to be our biggest issue right now. She has the best social, so I do feel like we could send her out again. It'd be nice to get their hostility down. So let's form a caravan, try to send some stuff over there. If anything, we get some of this wealth off the map. This boomalope's just, I don't know. I like the idea of a boomalope, but at the same time, pretty nervous about it exploding. The chem fuel's nice, though. That is a nice thing to have. Let's get this human leather. That's tainted. That'll just go away on its own. All right, travel supplies, I'm not worried about at all, because she'll have unlimited from... Oh. Yeah, I'm not going to take any of this. I'm pretty sure she'll be fine with the berries. That's the hope anyway. Let's see what happens. But we can get rid of those animals. Maybe Valerie will snap out of it and eat something, and then we can focus on maybe digging up some of this steel and getting some... Well, I mean, there's no point, right? If we dig up steel, the Valerie doesn't have the construction skill to actually build anything meaningful out of it. So it's just going to create wealth on the map with no benefit. All right, so Beatrice joins, 58-year-old weaver, which is not great, but we could try. There are 2 manhunting monkeys, and there may be... That's far away. Wounded and unable to move. Yeah, I think that's a little rough. Yeah, I need 3 construction for a spike trap. Caravan ambushed. We kind of knew that might happen because of the 2 animals. I think if you have 1 animal, you don't really have a chance of it happening, but... Well, let's see how this turns out. You are not behind cover. Oh, you got food poisoning. Yeah, this is not going to go well. Just land a hit. Just a hit would be good. Her shooting skill is pretty decent. The problem with moving closer is that also increases their chance to hit. All right, we're hitting the fence. There we go. Got a good neck hit. All right, I think that's good enough. Let's let him bleed. I got to admit, yeah, there it is. I was kind of hoping he wouldn't bleed out, but I was going to try to take him prisoner, but that could be another thing we trade. However, that did not work out that way, but it is what it is. All right, let's go ahead and pick up this pemmican. That's enough to get us the rest of the way. We can grab the short bow, and I'll grab this tainted outfit, even though I might not be able to sell it. Let's go ahead and just continue the caravan. Hopefully she will be all right in the end. All right, so Valerie has nothing to do in the moment, but eventually, once they break out of their mood situation, couldn't reach its destination. Can you not... Oh, she's just temporarily downed from the food poisoning and the lack of a leg. Well, let's let her rest that off. Hopefully Valerie snaps out of his psychotic wandering relatively soon. There's a good quality gun here that's kind of being wasted. This is excellent quality, though. All right, so Valerie's done freaking out. Unrestricted, so hopefully we can make some more progress. We have a fair amount of wood. There's a lot of hauling that needs to be done. Get all this rice tucked away. All right, Margarita's back in business. Let's go back to offering gifts. It's not going to help us on the food front, but that's okay. I think it's all right if she has a major break off off map. All right, planting skill is going up slowly but surely. It's 2-star planting, so hopefully it'll go up pretty quick. It's a lot of hauling to do to get that back over there, though. All right, let's do some hauling of rice. Get some of that back in the base just so it's protected. It's not decaying. One nice thing about having this boomlope is we're getting free chem fuel. All right, let's go ahead and trade this away. All right, that's plus 15, which is still really bad. Still negative 77. Kind of hoping it'd be a little better than that, but okay. Caravan's out of food. That's not surprising. Although now we don't have the animals to sustain, so hopefully that'll be a little easier. Let's take a look at this guy. Greedy, trigger happy, psychically hypersensitive. So I don't like the greedy part. It's going to be a mood debuff. But trigger happy could be good, and psychically hypersensitive could be really good if we train him into a psi caster. Plus, we just need more bodies at this stage of the game. More people would be more better. So where was that at? Look at that wealth drop. All right, so hopefully we can do tending. Our medical skill is abysmal, so... Ooh, I don't want to use... I didn't really want to use that. All right, I don't have a prison, so I can't do that. Can I just rescue you? All right, let's do a little tending. I mean, somebody's got to get some medical skill. So the unfortunate thing is they'll probably just wander off the map. Recovered and has decided to leave. So I'm not going to get to keep them, even though they weren't really the best anyway. Do we really have another ambush? Yeah, the downsize is this one is a melee character. So if I miss too many shots, I got a problem. Okay, we got one hit. Okay, I missed my opportunity. She's gonna die. She's not gonna be able to outrun this. Okay, he got shot again. It's another shot. All right, his bleeding, as of right now, his bleeding is worse than hers. He's down. All right, she should heal up. I'll let the automation do it. Let's take him, just because it's an extra person. All right, let's check out the caravan. All right, we look at the health. We should see her bandaging. Yeah, self-tend is on. All right, self-tend is on. Why are you not tending? There you go. All right, she's tended herself enough. She is somewhat tended to this person, but not quite all the way. Valerie, what are you up to? You know what we need to do? We're spending a lot of time harvesting, which makes sense because we have that as a #1 priority, but we need to build some walls, and we need to make a prison for when that prisoner arrives. So let's do that now. And it doesn't need to be anything too fancy, but it is something we need to do. So let's go ahead and prioritize hauling some of this wood back to base. And then we're going to set up a zone. Gonna make a new area called work. Let's just encompass all of this as the work area right now. And then we're going to keep him in the work area so that we'll get, I guess we'll chop those down. Not really what I intended on doing, but that's fine. Let's get some of that construction skill up if we can. I think this might require, you know what, let's make sure that's within our work area as well. We got a decent amount of wood piled up there. Oh, the boomlope's got the flu. It's not going to go well for us if that decides to blow up. All right, so here we go. We actually have a, what could be considered a prison. All right, still don't have great construction skill. It's going to take a while to build that up, but I think what we need to do, these zones are, let's shrink these zones for what they are. I want to leave those zones. All right, let's just shrink this down to there. Shrink this down. Don't need that zone at all right now. Just get a small zone, something that's manageable for the small number of colonists we have now. We're building up our cooking skill. Got a fair amount of rice. Still considered outdoors because we didn't, we don't have this closed in at all. So let's see what that looks like. Let's do a little planning. All right, so if this is considered a room, what's that, 11? All right, I feel like that's... All right, so that should be centered. Wait, why do we have 2? All right, let's remove that. So this should be... I guess that's our external wall. But we do need to get something resembling a bedroom up and running. Of course, that is exactly where our fireplace and everything is, so just our luck. All right, let's try to get that up and running. We can move the fire. It's not the end of the world. Actually, I only need 1. I'm just going to move it over there. And then we can, let's look at the bills. Let's copy that to here. And then we can deconstruct this guy. All right, let's take him to bed, and then we can figure out what we're going to do with that. A lot of botch construction. We're going to need a lot more wood. But I mean, while we got everything kind of ripped apart, I guess it does make sense. And if we're already like super negative on mood, we might as well just chop down a bunch of trees, right? And stop futzing around with this stuff over here. Although it's good to get the wood we have. Unfortunately, we lost all that rice, it looks like. So he's not of the same belief system that our person is. So he could chop as many trees as he needs to. She's losing some faith, but that's all right. The flu. So is this animal going to die from not having medical attention? I don't think so. Looks like they're doing okay. I'm going to move the sleeping spot up here just so that maybe they'll be okay. Let's capture him. And we do want to convert to the Forest of Unity. That is our desired outcome. What does he have gear-wise, though? Oh, he's still got a knife. Let's unload him. Yeah, we don't want to keep you armed. That would be a terrible idea. All right, well, hopefully once Marguerite is done having a complete meltdown, we'll be in a better spot. Extremely low expectations. Observed rotting corpse. I mean, the good news is the corpses will be going away as they're rotting. All right, eventually I have to build a table. He is going to have to... We're going to flip the tables here. And let's get some of this wood hauled over there. The wood's not as big of a deal. I really would have liked to have more rice, but maybe we can get them growing. We have a little bit of rice to carry us, but not a ton. Let's go modify the work area just to try to get, I think, the rice up and running more than anything. And I'm actually going to take that off of the work area. Hey, we got a hoopstone ring up so she can actually get some recreation in. That's kind of nice. All right, we're forcing ourselves to plant the rice, which is good because it's going to take some time to grow. I want to make sure we have ample time to do everything we need to do. All right, are both of them on the work zone? I think they are. Let's expand the work zone to include this area here just so we could finally get that off the map. Preferably after all the rice is planted. It looks like we got a decent amount of that cleared off. Let's get into the base, get some actual rest on a bed. That'd be really nice. You are dying from malnutrition because nobody's feeding you. Let's prioritize feeding you so that you don't die. We are getting a fair amount of chem fuel. I feel like it would be a good idea to use some of that. Maybe trade it away, get some extra value out of that. Yes, we know Rojas has recovered and is trying to leave. We've heard this before. All right, we are finally seeing some progress here. Let's move these beds inside just so that we can actually have an indoor room. All right, this guy's it's probably gonna die. I mean, if not from malnutrition, just from other stuff. Your shooting skill is not that bad. Why are you missing so much? All right, I feel like we have to include this stuff. All right, is there any way to get that door back up and running? Preferably before he dies. I think only she has the ability to do wardening, so we are a little limited there. All right, you know what? We're gonna change this work zone again. I want to chop down these trees if I can. Get this door rebuilt. All right, capture him, get him back inside. I suppose the work zone should always include the bed and the spot where the food is. Right, he's bleeding out, so we need to prioritize tending to him. The malnutrition's getting bad too. Let's prioritize feeding. What's going on with Rojas? I thought you were free to go. Why have you not left yet? We know we're low on food. That's not surprising. We did get a plant off, so hopefully this will start coming in relatively quickly. I definitely can kill some animals if I need to, just to get, just to make some progress there. And I feel like that's probably what I'm gonna have to do. I don't think this much rice is gonna be enough. His mood overall is doing pretty good, Valerie. All right, let's get some of those trees chopped down. We need so much lumber. I mean, if we're already at negative 20 for the quadrum, we might as well just go ham and chop a ton of trees down. What do you mean there's no spots? Oh, because your work zone. Yes. You know what? This is all work zone. Looks like we're still running over here to work on the roof, which I guess makes sense. We just don't want it collapsing when we deconstruct this wall. All right, well, hopefully we can actually deconstruct the walls at some point. That would be nice. How's your construction skill? Still not up to 3. 3 is what we need for traps. I feel like that's kind of the next thing we're waiting on. A psychic suppression, reducing consciousness of all females. The shelter child. I mean, I feel like we have to do that. All right, Gavril, what's your story? You're 14, so you should have something. A body modder that's tough, melee, medical, intellectual. All right, this is starting to look better. Starting. Early game still. So the only one psychically suppressed is Margarita. Everybody else is fine. I feel like I need to unrestrict everyone right now. Your construction skill is abysmal, but you're capable of hauling. Oh, your plant skill's really bad too. Well, there's nothing wrong with having you plant. That skill will just go up. But I think I'd prefer you haul. Yeah, let's put you on hauling and cleaning. Feels like a better use of your abilities or lack thereof. All right, here we go with some rice plants. Now that we have more colonists, it's getting worse. Food is definitely going to become an issue really soon. All right, so we got all the planting we can get out of the way for the most part. As soon as this little bit's planted, that's it. So now it's just berry bush harvesting, hauling all those berry bushes, and trying not to starve to death. I did select a lot of berry bushes. But I mean, if we're struggling with food, it's on the map. It's available, 134 berries. We can cook with it. All right, what's going on with you, man? All right, I do feel like we could definitely make this a little better by making a growing zone here and setting this to daylilies. It'll just help pretty up the room a little bit. And it wouldn't be, it's not expensive to do that. What's going on with our boomalope? All better from the flu. That's good. All right, there we go with the daylilies. Hideous, awful barracks. All right, I'm hoping we can get this cleaned up a little bit. That'd be nice. What happened? My food. It just got destroyed. What's going on? All right, we're just gonna chop some wood. I'm not messing around with that no more. Let's just chop down this whole forest. It's gonna get burned anyway. I'm done trying to plant fiber corn. I tried to do the right thing. I tried. Didn't work. All right, none of this is our home area. We shouldn't mess with it. Did you get burned? All right, there's the auto rain. Hopefully he tends to himself or somebody tends to him. Don't you dare. Don't you dare use that for that. I saw what you were doing. I just want to try to prevent infections more than anything. That's like the key thing I want to prevent right now. All right, let's try to harvest everything we can here. You should be 3 of all that. All right, we'll shift you guys around by a little bit. Yeah, nobody should be getting Glitter World medicine for anything right now. And we're just trying to make it through. All right, Rojas, what's up with you? I'm hoping Gavril stops freaking out and we can actually get some cleaning done around here. It'd be nice to get proper floor in here. Actually, I don't even know if we can do... Nope. Okay. Nothing we're going to be doing there. All right, so everybody's currently unrestricted, which means we should be able to just run around and do whatever we need to. I'm not going to build a floor here. That's a terrible idea. A lot of resources for no meaningful gain. All right, we are replanting our food, which I guess makes sense. It's something that needs to be done. Margarita is our person. I don't think we really have much of anything to trade, but I guess if we're gonna trade, oh, we have, yeah, we have that. Where's the person to talk to? Oh, you're all the way over here. All right, well, Margarita, let's walk over and try to trade with this person. We could sell some chem fuel. That'll give us a little bit of cash to work with. A little bit of walking around money. What do I want though? I mean, a donkey's not going to be enough. I guess let's just take some money for now. So I'm actually hoping we can do some attacking while they're here, because that we might be able to get them involved. We might be able to get them to raid early. All right, I down one. He's unwaveringly loyal. There's no point in that. And we got 3 shots on you. That actually worked really well in my favor, going on the offensive there. I feel like not only are we going to get plenty of hits in, but we actually have a chance of getting these guys involved. Actually, they're probably going to kill this guy right now. They're attacking their own animals. All right, here we go. We're getting some free defense out of these guys. Hopefully I can get this... oh, I got to get that door up and running. I can't do anything without getting the door up and running. Head without medicine just so we can get some skill. I'm pretty sure this guy is unwaveringly loyal, right? Or was he just garbage? Very neurotic, pessimist kind. I mean, work speed is quicker. Pessimist is terrible. I really don't want this person, but I can maybe hold on to him as a prisoner. Assuming they don't die, which is a big if. So I accidentally got shot by those guys. Why are you not working on the wall? Oh, he died from blood loss. All right, let's go ahead and do some cooking, or try to anyway. You're exhausted, which is definitely going to be a problem. Let's haul as many of these berries as possible. Oh, Rojas has died. Well, I did say I wasn't opposed to chopping up some people. What are the odds we can do some butchering? That's free meat, man. Don't pass that up. It's free meat and human leather. He's about to just crash and burn. Let's get some sleep. Everybody has been at least fed a little bit now. Did we replant? Yeah, we replanted some of it, not all of it. All right, well, we had a raid. We have something kind of resembling a structure once again. A 2-layered structure, still no defenses. We have a medical emergency on our hands, but I think he's all bandaged up. All right, so I think we're actually coming out of this episode slightly, very slightly ahead of where we entered it. So we have another colonist, Gavril. We have something resembling a fort back up and running. Still struggling a little bit with everything that needs to be done, but we'll get there. We're making progress. We fended off another raid. We would have done it successfully even without the assistance of those bulk goods traders that were there, but they were there to help, and they did help a little bit. So overall, I'd say a pretty good success. Hopefully we keep it up in the next episode. That's kind of the goal. We want to make sure we keep making progress in rebuilding our fort, and try as much as possible to keep at least one elf here, because that was the whole point. And then we could use the genetics to expand down the road if and when we get that far. So thank you for watching. If you liked the video, hit the thumbs up, subscribe to the channel to see more content in the future. We'll catch you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.